Okay, good evening, everyone. Tonight we're going to discuss reverses. I call it the wicked stepchild because so many people cannot cope and know when to stop bidding after a reverse. A reverse is forcing for one round only. There's a big difference between a reverse, that means skipping over your first suit, as opposed to a jump shift in a new suit, which is forcing to game. We need to differentiate between the two. A jump shift in a new suit, a jump shift which is lower than the suit you've opened, is forcing to game. A reverse is when you skip over your first suit into another suit. We guarantee that the first suit is longer than the second, and you usually have 17, maybe 16 in a 5 card, but usually 17 to 21 high card points. And that is forcing for one round. I need to talk about the 3 sign-off bids after a reverse. So there are 3 shut-out bids. I'll give you the example. I'd like to write it at the bottom. I think it will look easier if I write it down for you. So let me just bring up any hand that I have here for the moment. And I'm going to share the screen, and then I'm going to start discussing what is forcing and non-forcing after a reverse. So let me share the screen, and then we're going to type it at the bottom, and then maybe Lynn will copy what I'm doing, just to help you. Okay, I'm going to give you the example. Okay, so let's say I open 1 club and my partner bids 1 spade and I bid 2 hearts. 1 club, 1 spade, 2 hearts. When you bid 1 spade, you're showing 6 or more points. My bid of 2 hearts jumping over my first suit, skipping over, is 17 or more high card points. We have 3 sign-off bids after a reverse. And that's the problem. We've got to know when to stop bidding. The return to your first suit, you the responder, 2 spades, says I have 5 spades, I'm not interested, and it shows 6 or 7 points. That's the 1 shutout bid. It does not promise a 6-card suit. When you first bid 1 spade, you promised 4. So this could be a 5-card suit. That's the first sign-off. The second sign-off, okay, is 2 no trump. 6 or 7 points. That's the second sign-off. Partner, I've only got 6 or 7 because 17 and 6 does not make a game, and 17 and 7 does not make a game. We have to know when to stop bidding, everybody. And the third sign-off, okay, these are the only 3 sign-offs I use after a reverse. I don't want you playing any complicated stuff that most people play. You people get in a mess, and I don't want to do that. I want to know that you can stop at 2 no trump, or you could stop at 2 spades, or you return to the opener's first suit, which is 3 clubs. 3 clubs is the same thing. It's 6 or 7 points, and it's a sign-off. So these are the 3 questions that we need to know. When partners makes a reverse, skips over the first suit, we've got to know when to stop the train, when to stop bidding. 1, to repeat your own suit. 2, to bid 2 no trump, 6 or 7. And 3 is to return to opener's first suit. These are the forcing bids after a reverse. Okay? Forcing bids after a reverse.
Hang on, Linda. The response is forcing, or I thought you said they were sign-offs.
They sign-offs, but now we got to know what's forcing.
Got it.
This is the forcing bid now. Okay? Forcing bids after a reverse. Okay. The first one, supporting the second bid suit, is forcing to game. That means 3 hearts on this hand. That was partner's second suit. That is forcing to game. All right. A jump in your own first bid suit. 3 spades is forcing to game. It shows 6 cards. Okay. That's the second forcing bid. The other forcing bid is 4th suit, the unbid suit. Fourth suit forcing to game. On that bidding sequence, we would be bidding over the 2 hearts, 3 diamonds. 3 diamonds equals the 4th suit. And that is forcing to game. And of course, 3 no trump would always be to play. And that would be 8 or more high card points. That is to play. 8 or more high card points. So when you have 6 or 7, you must slow down. You don't know how many points partner's got. Partner might have 16 in a good 5 card suit and want to reverse the hand. So with 6 or 7, we slow down and we bid our 3 sign-off bids. It's returning to the first suit. It's bidding 2 no trump that you balanced and you've got stoppers in all the suits, or you repeat your own suit which shows a 5 card suit. Any other bid after that becomes a game force. So as long as we know these are your parameters after a reverse, we'll never go wrong. It's forcing for 1 round only, everybody. Okay? Any questions before we go on to the hands?
Yeah, Linda, will the notes that's showing in the chat, is that going to be, will that be printing?
It's not in the chat. It's not in the chat. And I think I gave it to you, but Linda's trying to help you out and put it in.
It's in the chat, Linda.
Oh, you put it in. Good. Okay.
So will that be available then when we're printing out the hands and sometimes we have there's an extra attachment called chat. Is that what's going to be in it then, is in the meeting?
Yes, the chat is. Yes, this is exactly.
It'll be in the chat. I don't think it'll be in the notes, Lynn?
Right.
Right. It'll be in the chat.
Okay, so what Linda is typing where it shows like table, what Linda's typed, that's not going to show up. It's going to be what's in the meeting chat. Is that correct?
Yes, but what Linda typed will still be in the video if you wanted to see it. But
right, yeah, no, you're right.
It's exactly in the chat.
You're very true. You're right. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the simplicity. Linda. I don't want you playing any of these fancy things that people play called Lebenszahl and all that. People don't know when to stop bidding and they go overboard, and I don't want that happening. And this is pretty easy. I find that we can never go wrong and we can always play in 2-0. It's very simple. We don't have to be in game. If you've got 17 and I've got 6, why do we have to be in a game? It's only forcing for 1 round. As long as we remember that a jump shift in a new suit is forcing to game, there's a big difference between a reverse and a jump shift. And we have no reason whatsoever to jump the bidding. Reverses are good enough because it's forcing for 1 round. Do not take away your bidding space. So there's no necessity to go jumping around if you want to make a reverse. I see people jumping to the 3 level. You don't need to. A club, a spade, you don't have to go to 3 hearts. 2 hearts is good enough. Much better. It keeps the bidding low. You don't have to go jumping, because I see this from all my people playing against me that they think they've got to jump. You don't have to with a reverse. Skipping over is called a reverse, and that's what it is. Okay, are there any questions of what I've just discussed?
I have a question.
Yes.
Is this similar to new minor forcing?
No, this has nothing to do with new minor, sweetheart. New minor is when there's a minor, a major, a no trump. A minor, a major, 2 no trump. That's new minor.
Okay.
This has nothing to do with it because no trump is not in the equation.
Linda, Does this show up on the convention card as a way to play, like reverse?
No, you don't have to put it in at all.
Is
I
it
just
alertable?
marked that reverses are forced, reverses, you don't have to mark it at all. I just marked that fourth suit is forcing to game. That's all I put in. You do not have to write one thing here on your convention card.
And it's not alertable either.
And it's not alertable. You're right,
Okay.
it's not alertable.
Thank you.
Okay, are there any other questions about this? But I want it to be easy for you. 3 shutout bids and anything after that's forcing to game. Okay?
I have one more question.
Yes.
If you bid a club and then you go and bid the diamond, you have to have diamonds, don't you?
So you guarantee 9 cards. Your your first card's longer than your first suit's longer than your second. You may have a 3-card suit. I'll give you a hand over here just to give you an example. If you've got this hand, I'm giving you this hand, okay?
Thank you.
Seven. Right, this is your hand. Ace, queen, and 1, ace, queen, and 1, and I've got a 7-card club suit and a void. How am I going to describe the strength of this hand? I've got 19 points. Now, I'll give you the example. You open a club, partner bids a spade.
Do you know Trump?
You can't do anything with a void. You've got a void in diamonds. You can't put 3 clubs because it's not forcing. All jumps in old suits are not forcing. So you've got to manufacture a second suit. And this is the time you would bid over 1 spade, 2 hearts. That is a reverse. It guarantees clubs are longer and you've got 4 hearts.
And Linda, I guess the worst case here is your partner gets excited and supports your hearts, and
Yeah,
you
but
just
you know that
you switch
partner-
back.
Exactly, because if partner had 4-4, she would have bid a heart up the ladder.
Right.
So if she bids a spade, she's got to have 5. So now you can always go back to spades.
Yep.
But at least it shows the shape, and you're waiting to hear more from partner. So what you asked me was a very good question. Does it always show 4? Well, on this hand, I can't show 4. What else can I do? Old suits aren't forcing, jumps in clubs. I can't support spades because I don't know if they have 4 or 5. So by bidding 2 hearts, which becomes a reverse, I have to manufacture a bid.
And you're giving partner control because you're describing your hand
I'm
more
describing
accurately.
my hand. My partner might bid 2 spades. I'll bid 4 spades.
Right.
My partner supports hearts. I'm going to bid 4 spades anyway. If my partner bids 2 no, I'm going to support spades and say, this is my shape. I don't want to be a no trump. So this is another example of not always having a suit. What can you do on this suit? This hand is just too good and you've got a void. So I like the question, does it always promise a suit? Yes, 99% of the time it does. But here's an example where it may not promise a suit. Okay? It's the same as if you jump shift in a new suit. Do you always promise a suit? Well, let's say you've got this hand. And that's why we need to know the difference if we really have a kind of hand like this. Let's say we've got this hand. Let me try and manufacture a hand for you. I know what I'll do. Okay, and let's say that I have ace, king. Okay, you've got 6 diamonds. Okay, I'm just going to make it like this, okay? Okay. Sorry, ace, king, 6 times diamonds. And now I have ace, king, and another club. So here I've got 18 points, right? 18 and a 6-card diamond suit. I've got a Doubleton spade. Let me just take that away. I definitely have a Doubleton spade. Let me put it up for you 1 second.
There you go.
Right, this is your hand. And you open a diamond and your partner bids a spade. How am I going to show this hand? If I jump in diamonds, it's not forcing. I can't support spades, it's not forcing. So the only thing I can do on this hand is to jump shift in a new suit, and I would bid 3 clubs. And that's how I would do it. It would go 1 diamond, 1 spade, 3 clubs equals a jump shift in a new suit. How am I going to show 18 or more? And here's another example. So we see this new suit. What else can I do? I have to do something. So you see, there are times you won't always have that 4-card suit, but 99% of the time you do. Okay. Any questions before we start our hands? Does that make sense to you? How am I going to show 18 in a 6-card suit? I can't jump in diamonds. It's not forcing. So you jump in a 3-card suit. If partner bids clubs, you're going to bid diamonds anyway. It's the same principle. I know it sounds complex to you, but if you look at the logic behind this game is what I've tried you to understand. We cannot make a bid that's not forcing. And this is the only forcing bid in this hand, is 3 clubs. Okay? Any questions on this bidding? So you can know the difference between a reverse and a jump shift in a new suit. Very different. And that's a 3-card suit as well. Okay? A jump shift in a new suit, okay, is forcing to game. A reverse is not forcing to game. A reverse is forcing for 1 round only. Okay, everybody, any more questions before we get on with the next hand? Okay? All right, 1 club by east. Pass by south. 1 spade by west. Pass by north. 2 diamonds. We don't have to go jumping around. All we have to do is skip over our first suit. Please do not jump around. It gives us space to find out more. Now you, the responder, are sitting with 10 high card points. You know for a fact that there's a game. Partner showing 17 and you've got 10 is 27. But you're not sure where the game is. So in this position, how do you tell partner that you've got 5 spades? The only way you can do it is to bid the 4th suit, 2 hearts. That's got nothing to do with hearts, everybody. It has nothing to do with hearts. It is just the unbid suit, the 4th suit. It asks a question. It says, partner, I've got 5 spades in case you've got 3 with me. Tell me your shape. Are you 6-5? Have you got a heart stopper? Do you have 3 spades with me? And now you do not have 3 spades with partner, and you do have a heart stopper. So in this particular hand, you're going to make another bid. And what are you going to bid on this hand? You've got a maximum bid. You've got 7, 9, and 7, 16, and 2, 18, 20 points. We know it's forcing to game. You would bid 3, no trump. Don't worry, partner. I've got the heart stopper. I don't have 3 spades with you, and I want to play in 3, no trump. And I don't have 17 high card points. So you go to game. And that's the correct game. Okay? Any questions on the bidding? As long as you've got 8 or more high card points, you know there's a game. Partner promised 17. But you cannot bury a 5-card major. So you use the 4th suit. And the lead is going to be the 4th suit. Because they promised longer clubs when they bid a club and then bid diamonds.
Linda,
Yes.
is it unusual to go to 3 no when both people have a singleton?
When you both have you've got no choice. You've got 20 high card points and your partner asks for a stopper or a 3-card spade support, and you know partner's made a game force. So now you're forced to go to no trump with a singleton. You have no choice. You're not
Thank you.
playing in 5 of a minor. So you just go to 3 no, and it's a singleton honor. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
My pleasure. Okay? And now you're going to overtake the 8 with the 10, right? You know where the king is, right? They would have taken the king, I promise you. And they would have come back the diamond, the weak suit. So you're going to play the queen of spades. And now there's no purpose, most probably, in covering, because you know that they most probably have a singleton spade. They've shown that they've got a heart stopper. Listen to the bidding. They've got 5 clubs. They've got 4 diamonds. They have to have 3 hearts to bid no trump. They cannot bid no trump with the doubleton queen of hearts. So therefore, this spade is a singleton. You should not cover the spade suit. Do not cover the spade suit, because you know that's a singleton. Now they've got to decide what they're going to do next. Okay, I made a mistake on the hand. I have to undo the hand. Forgive me, I misplayed the hand straight away on the first trick. Sorry. I'm going back. I have to win it with the queen to unblock. Now I'm playing the queen of spades. I've got to learn to unblock. Okay, now I'm going to set up that spade suit. I'm going to put in the jack. And now I'm going to play the ace of spades and throw my club away. And then I'm going to give them the king of spades and throw another club away. And now whatever happens on their hand, the rest are going to be mine. Because my entry to finesse the heart will be the 6 of hearts to the 9. So whatever happens now, if they come back the queen of clubs or a diamond, it doesn't matter. I just blocked it on the first trick. I'm sorry. And now you can take that, the 2 spades, the club, and the diamonds. You don't need everything, okay? Even if you just took 1 spade. The rest are yours. So you were forced to bid no trump with a singleton. You have no choice, everybody. And that's it. The rest are all yours. And now, that's it. How many tricks did we make? 12. All we gave up is the king of spades, everyone. Any questions on this bidding? Any questions? To put it into practice takes time. It doesn't come straight away, but the more you play, the more you'll be able to handle it. It's hard. Hey, let's look at this hand. 6-5. 6-5 come alive. 1 heart. This is a real good hand. Pass. And what's partner going to bid over 1 heart? 1 no trump. You got 6 points. You got to bid. Right? You can't pass. It's a point count. I have 6 in a 5-card club suit. You have to bid 1 no trump. And now when partner bids 1 no trump, you do not have to go jumping to 3 spades. 2 spades is a reverse. You've skipped over your own suit. That is called skipping over. It's forcing. Okay? And now you're going to tell partner, well, partner, I don't like your 2 suits. I don't have spades. I don't have hearts, but I've got clubs. So you bid 3 clubs. Don't worry, partner. I've got 3 clubs here. Okay? and it's going to go pass. And now you want to describe your hand. And this is something that a lot of you do not do. 6-5, come alive. Second suit twice. 3 spades. Partner, I'm 6-5.
Three hearts, right?
No,
Oh.
3 spades. My first suit is longer than my second. We
Ah.
always bid the second suit twice. And that's where everybody falls down. If I was 5-5, I would have opened a spade and then bid hearts twice. So when I open a heart and I bid spades twice, my first suit is longer than my second.
Oh.
That shows 6 hearts and 5 spades. Second suit twice, everybody. If we were 5-5, we'd open a spade first. So you always bid the second suit twice. And now we will go 4 hearts. It's forcing. And that's what the contract will be. And what will we lose? Well, we got to lose. We look at the hand. We've got no heart losers. We've got 1 diamond loser. We've got no club losers. The hand we're setting up, the master hand, is the one with the long trumps. They're going to lead the queen of diamonds. Okay? And you're going to lose that trick. And then they're going to come the jack of diamonds. And he may overtake it, not knowing if you have another one. And he'll trump it. And now you're going to play to the high card from the short side first. A little heart to the jack. Another heart back to the ace and hope they break nicely, which they expect to break. And then the king. That is the hand we're setting up. Forget about the roughing anything. You don't rough anything, right? Just throw a club away. I don't want you to shorten the hand with the long trumps, everybody. Now all the children are gone. We cannot finesse the spade. We don't want to take a chance. It's up to you. I don't want to get shortened. I can play the ace of spades and then play a club and then try the spade finesse. I can do that. You have got an entry to try the spade finesse. So you most probably will go to dummy with the ace of clubs. I always put on the ace of spades first, just in case there's a singleton queen of spades. And now you're going to finesse the spade. You must finesse the spade. You've only got 8. I don't go on results. I've only got 8. I have to finesse the spade. And that's the end of the hand. The rest is yours. What are the questions on this hand, please?
I have a question.
Yes.
We had 1 heart and then 2 diamonds. And then after the 2 diamond bid, I was south. I passed because I didn't think I could go.
That's fine.
Okay, that was fine.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I believe it was 3 diamonds and then 3 hearts.
No, 3 spades.
Okay,
Choose.
the
I
spades,
want
yeah.
you to choose between
Okay.
my 2 suits.
3 spades, and then they did 4 diamonds.
And now you bid 4, and now you can't bid 4 spades. You have to bid 4 hearts because you don't want to be left at the 5 level in hearts.
Okay, so my partner was bidding despite the fact that I wasn't, which was fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing else you
Okay.
can do. Okay.
Thank
But if you have the opportunity, 6-5, come alive. Second suit twice. Always second suit twice.
Got it.
It
Thanks.
guarantees the first one is longer than the second. So the hearts have to be 6. Because with 5-5, we'd open a spade. Okay. Any other questions?
Just one, does the 2 spade bid not promise 5?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
The
I was
2 spade bid
confident.
only shows 4, and it shows 5 hearts and 4 spades and 17 or more points. But when you bid the spades again, now we know that you're 6-5.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
I thought when you bid at the 2 level of major, like the spades, that meant that you had 2 spades. I'm sorry, 5 spades.
No, opener describes the shape of her hand. Usually the second suit's a 4-card suit. The first suit's longer than the second.
Okay.
You're thinking of an overcall. You're thinking of overcalls or responder. It's completely different. The opener describes the shape of her hand.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, thanks.
Okay, not a problem. Okay. This is hand number 12. It's going to go pass. Pass. 1 club. Pass. 1 spade. By West. Pass. And now it's for you to show your strength of your hand. You do not know whether partner has 5 spades or 4 spades, but in order to show the strength of your hand, and you've got 18 points, you've got to show a reverse. You jump over your first suit. So you now bid 2 hearts. 2 hearts is forcing for 1 round. Partner's not allowed to pass. Remember, a reverse is forcing for 1 round only. This is the time you want to get out. You've got a minimum hand. You're not interested in game at all. So 2 spades just says, partner, I'm not interested in game. I've got a 5-card spade suit, and I've got 6 or 7 points, and I'm not interested in game. But with your 3 spades and your singleton diamond, you are now going to take the hand to 4 spades. And that's how we get to 4 spades.
Linda,
Yes.
I get so confused getting back to where you went the 2-heart bid. I get so confused about why I thought when you bid 2 no trump, you had like 18 to 19 points. How do you know when to use the 2 no trump bid compared to
2 no trump is a balanced hand.
Balanced?
When we reverse, we are unbalanced.
Okay.
There's a big difference between a balanced and an unbalanced hand. All reverses are unbalanced. They show that the first suit's longer than the second and they're unbalanced.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Question,
Yes.
why would South not overcall
Overcall what?
the opening 1 club bid from East to
To bid
South?
1 diamond?
Yes.
I don't overcall 4-card suits unless they have 3 honors. I don't overcall 4-card suits. For me to overcall a 4-card suit, it's got to have 3 honors. I never overcall 4-card suits in my whole life of bridge. Overcalls guarantee 5 and 2 honors. It doesn't fall in line with my suit quality, which I've taught you. You add up the length of the suit, which is 4, plus the number of honors in the suit are 2, not the points. That gives you 6. That means you can't bid it at the 1 level. In order to overcall, you need a 5-card suit and 2 honors, which adds up to 7, and then you can bid it at the 1 level. I never overcall 4-card suits at the 1 level, unless I have 3 of the top honors. Ace, King, Jack, King, Queen, Jack, or Ace, King, Queen. I never overcall 4-card suits. I'm sorry, that's not my style. Maybe other people do. I don't. And we're vulnerable. And we're vulnerable.
Next question.
Yes.
Is the 2-heart bid, that is not a reverse, am I right?
Yes, it is. You've skipped over your first suit, 100%. Hearts are higher than clubs. Skipping over is called a reverse. When you go above your first suit, you're guaranteeing 17 or more points, and it is forcing for 1 round. You guarantee that your first suit is longer than your second. And you're unbalanced, of course.
Okay,
If I had a minimum opening hand, I might just put 2 spades on the hand. And if I never had 3 spades, I might put 2 clubs and not show the 4-card heart suit. Because there are many hands where you've got a minimum opening and you cannot go and reverse the bidding with 12 or 13 points. You need 17. So sometimes you've got to suppress that 4-card heart suit and repeat your club suit and pretend it's 6 because you've got no other bid on the hand.
okay, thank you.
Okay, if you had 2 spades and 2 diamonds and you didn't have all those points, you'd have to put 2 clubs if you only had a 13 count. You've got no choice. Any
Linda,
other questions?
yeah, question, comment. It seems like we have to be really careful and figure out what our second bid is going to be before we make our first bid here, don't
That's
we?
always when we play bridge.
Yeah.
I tell everybody, this is what you say to yourself. What is next? If my partner does this, if my partner does that, what is next? Never open a hand and not know what your next bid is going to be. That is one of the golden rules. That's why I tell everybody, the minute you pick up a hand, number 1, I want you to look at shape first. First shape. Number 2, I want you to tell me if you're in the minimum, medium, or maximum hand. You must make that plan yourself. And only then can you then think of bidding and what your next bid will be. Those are the 3 requirements when you pick up a hand. I don't want you picking up a hand, you see a 5-card club suit and you open the club before you know anything. I don't want to see that happen. 1 is shape. 2 is in our minimum, medium, or maximum. And 3 is then to think of your next bid. Those are the 3 requirements, everybody.
Another
And you'll
question,
never go wrong on your bidding. Never.
another question.
Yes.
The 2-heart response by East could also show a minimum opener
No,
with hearts.
never ever. That's what I'm telling you. Never ever. You cannot skip over your first suit without 17 or more points. You cannot. If that was a hand that had 13 points, I would
How
put 2
would you
spades.
then bid? How would you then bid
I put 2 spades.
a minimum hand
I put 2 spades.
with 5 small hearts and the rest of the hand as pictured?
I'm not getting you. What's my shape?
Take one of the spades and make it a small heart.
I would have opened a heart and not a club.
And additionally, make the club the heart suit ace and 4 little.
I would have opened a heart.
You're opening a 5-card major, right?
I'm always opening a 5-card major, even if it's 5 to the 9.
Okay, got it.
I don't look at pictures.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, Linda,
Yes.
on this one, I was west, and after I bid 2 spades, partner just raised to 3 spades. Is there any way for me to know that? So we just stopped right there.
I would never ever bid 3 spades with a singleton dummy points. That hand goes to the moon. That hand, 7 and 7, 14 and 2, 16, 18 high card and 3 for a singleton dummy points. 21. And you've got 6. There's 27 points. You got to add dummy points. People are not adding dummy points when you find a fit. And that's the problem. It's a 4-spade bid.
Concur. We made it.
Right, but you're
one
going to be
over.
in 4 spades. You've got 21 points, dummy points, 3 for that singleton diamond. Makes it 21. And you've got 6. That's 27. We need to be in game.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Are there any other questions?
Linda,
Yeah.
On board 5 again, let's say that, do you remember board 5? Do you want to bring it
I'll
up?
put it up again, no problem.
Okay,
I'll put board 5 up again for you with pleasure.
appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say that north bids 1 heart, east bids 2 diamonds. I don't know why they would do that.
Okay.
But what should south do at that point?
Pass. You've got nothing to say.
Huh. Okay, then what does, okay, so then west says 3 diamonds. What does north do?
Over 3 diamonds, north bids 3 spades.
Okay, and then what does south do?
Goes back to the first suit, always. 4 hearts. You're not allowed to leave a second suit without 4 trumps. It's a rule. It's a rule.
So you're saying that south then is the one that should go to 4 hearts?
100%. There's a rule in this game of bridge that you never leave a second suit without 4 trumps. Because partner does not promise 5.
So, okay, so.
You always go back to the first suit.
Okay.
But if they only bid 3 hearts, then what does south do? If they don't bid the spades.
If they bid 3 hearts, why would I bid again? I would never bid again. Well, our partner can never bid 3 hearts. The hand is too strong. Look at the losers. 1, 2, 3 losers. I want to be in game on this hand. I want to be in game on this hand as fast as I can.
Yeah, unfortunately, the interference was what messed us up.
But it doesn't mess you up. You've got to bid your shape part. You've got to bid 3 spades. You can't let them mess you up on this hand with 3 losers.
Right.
Bid your shape part. Tell partner you're very strong. You've skipped over your first suit. And partner will go 4 hearts. There's never a problem to be messed up on the bidding.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you.
Are there any other questions? If there aren't any other questions, do you want me to go back to the hand last Thursday, how to make 7 hearts? Does anybody remember it, or should we just leave it out for tonight? We don't have to go over it.
I'd like to go over 11 if that's possible.
You want to go over 11 tonight?
Yeah.
Sure. All right, let's do 11 tonight. Okay. I'm loading number 11. We've got 19 high card points. We open 1 diamond. Pass by west. And now what does the north bid over 1 diamond? 2 clubs. Okay. Pass by east. And now you bid 2 hearts. Pass by west. And now what are we going to bid on this hand? You've already shown 11 points when you bid 2 clubs. Partner has reversed the bidding. We know for a fact that once you bid at the 2 level, and partner has reversed the bidding by jumping over her first suit. Now, if South had a minimum hand, South would just bid 2 diamonds and never show the heart suit if South had a minimum hand. The fact that South jumped over her first suit is called a reverse. So now you can very easily bid 3 diamonds. It's forcing. Well, I've got diamonds with your first bid suit. And now you have the spade stopper. And once you have the spade stopper, it's your duty to bid 3 no trump, with a void in partner's first bid suit. You're not going to be going for 5 diamonds on this hand. You're going to go for 3 no. We all want to go to 3 no. We've got the spade stopper. And that's how we do it, everybody.
We
Okay?
made 6 diamonds.
Thank you.
And all you can do is play the ace king and hope the queen doubleton drops. And if it doesn't drop, you hope that the queen of hearts is an entry for your clubs. Otherwise, you won't get into the dummy. But that's what the contract should be, 3-no trump. What are they going to lead? What are they going to lead? A spade, the unbid suit, clear cut. We're all leading a spade for sure. That is the unbid suit. And now you have to make a decision if you want to duck it. I would duck it. I'm not in a hurry. And now you take it with the ace. Don't tell them you've got both. And now we have to go for the longest suit first. And play the king. And don't drop the jack. You want to get there for the clubs. So play the 4. And now you can get to dummy with the jack of diamonds. We must think no trump, everyone. And now we make the rest of the tricks. You take the ace of clubs, the king of clubs, and the queen, and you throw your 3 hearts away. And that's the end of the hand. And you're making 12 tricks, everybody. 12 tricks.
Somehow we made 6 diamonds.
You make 6 diamonds?
Yes,
Well, that was lucky.
yes.
It didn't enter my mind. It didn't enter my mind. Maybe we should be in 6 diamonds. But I don't like my void. When my partner bids 2 clubs and I'm void, my whole hand gets devalued. If that queen of diamonds didn't drop, it might be another story. I just don't like my void in my partner's suit. Okay? And partner might not have the queen of hearts, and you might not get there. I don't know. I mean, it was a lovely contract. I think it's great to be in 6 diamonds. Well, if you want to go there, that's fine. Any other questions?
I have a technical question. How do I go back and find the video to replay this?
Okay, Lynn, do you want to show them, love?
Just put it in the chat.
She put it in the chat.
Go to that page, and right now the one that's there is from Tuesday, but hopefully tomorrow they will have tonight's up there.
And she wants
Yeah,
to
and
know how
Lynn,
to-
all the videos are there going back to last August too.
Right.
And also, it's important to know that you've got to click on the word YouTube to make it much bigger to see it.
Yeah.
You have to click on the word YouTube once you're in. Okay?
You can go back and listen to all the videos and count how many times Linda says, "Let's get the children off the street."
Well, I'm a little, where in the chat is it?
It's
in
the last
chat.
thing I posted. It's a link.
It's a link in the chat.
You could click it right now.
And copy it and paste it somewhere.
No, I'm looking.
You can paste it, copy and
It,
paste.
it's accessible right off the ACBL main homepage under community games as well.
Oh, okay.
All right. Are there any other questions?
Thank you.
Any other hands? Well, I mean, that's the end of all our topics for the season. I mean, we've done a lot since for 9 months almost. We've done it since June, I think. Caitlin, June? I think we
Yeah.
started in June. Maybe
Yeah, we
earlier.
did. But this is review month, right?
Yeah, now we're going to go into review. So I'm going to prepare 4 hands per game. You will not know what they are. And each person will get a turn to play, north, south, east, and west. And that's going to be the review month. How's that? That should be fun.
And there'll be videos, just like and you can play the hands. It'll be the same thing, the videos and practice hands for, you'll have the handouts where we can print. And
Yes.
there'll be hands to play.
Yes.
Okay, but not a specific topic like you have up
No.
until now. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
Linda's creating one hand for each of you to play. So north, south, east, and west at least will declare one of the special hands.
Right, okay. Fine,
But you're not
thank
going to
you.
know which one it is.
Right.
Which
Thank
means
you.
which means we have 5 days to review all 9 months of videos.
Right, exactly. 5 days to review 9 months of all this hard work.
Well, actually, in the chat for next week, I did put in what Linda's topics are.
Are you kidding? Why did you do that?
No, but
Oh,
they're not in any particular order. They're just.
Oh.
okay, there you go. She's given it to you. My gosh. Wow. I didn't want to tell them. I just thought they're going to have to just find it themselves.
They're still going to have to find it.
Okay, so now you know the whole thing, right? You better copy it. My God, what we're going to do? Okay, well, there you go. She's given it to you. That's really a big help.
Well, thank you very much, Linda. This has been great. I've
I'm
learned
so
so much.
happy.
Yes, thank
Okay.
you, Linda, very much.
All right, so I'm going to stop sharing the screen. And I wish you all a wonderful weekend. And I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday with our new format.
Thank you so much, Linda
A
Thank you,
pleasure.
Linda. It's been
Pleasure.
and Lynn.
Thank
Enjoy
you. Thank you,
everything.
Sandra. Thank you.
Bye.